Hello, everybody. I wanted to pop on here and talk for a sec. First thing I want to do is talk about Pop Orchestra. We service retirement homes. That's kind of where it all started. And right now, we just keep expanding because these homes are loving Pop Orchestra, and I can't believe it. It's wonderful that they are. Really happy and excited about that. From my point of view, running this company, it just keeps growing and growing, and it's getting crazy. We're expanding down into Las Vegas and Phoenix and Denver, and I think the day is going to come soon where San Diego and just the whole Intermountain West, and it's really incredible. Retirement homes, the whole retirement home industry is so funny. It's a funny thing. It's beautiful. The people who do retirement homes just have love in their heart, and it's so necessary when these seniors reach that age and they can't do for themselves, what they used to be able to, and they're starting to look older and kind of sad, but in their hearts they're still 20 years old. They're still vibrant people, just full of love. When you perform, when you're a singer or an instrumentalist or performer, like with what we do with Pop Orchestra, we're in the retirement homes every day, and they get these big crowds. They'll get all of the old folks out from their rooms. They'll convince them to get away from their TV or whatever, and these old folks will come out. They're hurting, they're hurting in their back or their legs or their hips or their wherever, but they still come out for the show because they love it. There's just something about it. There's something just pure magic about doing a live show in a retirement home. And the more that I've done this, I keep coming up with these key elements to make the show better, to make it even more exciting and attractive to the senior residents. And we've really developed this formula, this secret sauce on how exactly to perform for a senior audience. And nobody else is doing that, and it's really exciting that we've discovered this. From my personal point of view, personal opinion, this is totally God blessed. This almost has zero to do with Dave Cook, and it has everything to do with God, and I'm just going along trying to make it happen, make it be the way that I feel led to do it. But God's hand is in this, because look at what's happened with it. Look at the growth in it. Look at how much people love it. It's just one thing after another. It just keeps kind of getting discovered. Like I said, we've discovered this formula for this secret sauce, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. But the more that we develop it, I can see that 20-year-old that's in the senior, it comes to life just vibrantly. They are no longer an old guy, an old lady stuck in a chair right there. They are, in their mind, in their heart, they're 20 years old. They are flashed back to the time, the place, their life, the nostalgia. That's the thing, is the magic of the nostalgia that Pop Orchestra brings. That element alone is just amazing. And then, of course, the level of talent that we acquire, that we pick up with Pop Orchestra, is amazing. You look into our social media, dig into it. It's some of the best in Utah. It's incredible. I couldn't be more honored to have these singers and performers and people who want to work with Pop Orchestra, who want to go into the homes and give that of themselves, give their talents, develop their talents, and do the biggest thing about it is you got to look at it as a service. You know, you're not going in there to play your own original music. You're not going in there to try to be a big star in the way of like promoting yourself only and you know, all that kind of thing. You're going in there to play the songs that these residents, the people who are from 70 years old to 100 years old, the music that they really love, the artists that they really love, in the authentic way, and to perform it in the authentic way, to sing the authentic song. It's incredible. And then to watch the reaction from the old folks do it. And then of course the way that we coach our entertainers to perform makes the difference between old folks sitting there falling asleep in their chair versus being on the edge of their seat, loving it, singing along, moving their shoulders, tapping their toes, being 20 years old right here. And it comes out. And really that's just something that I think maybe only the entertainer sees. You know, if you're sitting in the back of that and you're not seeing their faces, you can't see that. And that's a problem with when I make my videos. The Utah law, probably nationwide, you cannot film the faces of residents in the retirement homes because it's their private place. It's their home, right? It's filming in their home. In order to get their face and whatnot on camera, you have to go through a lot of permissions. You have to talk to the person who has their power of attorney and get a signed contract that it's okay. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. You can't just go in there and make a video and show old people's faces. Even if the old people, that's not the nicest way to put it, the seniors, even if the seniors really love it and really want to like get on camera and say how much they love it, you know, it just can't be done. It's just not that easy. And so it's hard, but man, I wish I could do that. Oh man, I wish I could film every single end of the show when the old folks come up to talk to the entertainer, and so often they're in tears. I mean, you guys, it's a gut punch. They're in tears. Their hearts are really touched. Their spirits are really uplifted. Their spirits are really brought out of them into the forefront. Like I said, there's something about the nostalgia that does that. That's really great. But I wish that I could film that. Oh man, do I wish that I could film that. It's incredible. It has it's very touching. Anyway, yeah. So retirement homes. The people who work in retirement homes are incredible. So good of people, just first class, God's people, just love in their heart, ready to help. It takes a special kind of person to work in a retirement home, to give that level of care, that level of daily concern, because it's like developing family. It really is. This is their home, and the caretakers that are in there become like family, and they really do a good job. And I just, big shout out to them. I can't believe how well they do. All the nurses and RNs and people who go in there to take care of them. Of course, EMS even sometimes has to go in there. But what a wonderful system that we have, you know, to have such level of care, and you just feel like, you know, it's going to be all right. To talk about entertainment in the retirement homes, though, Pop Orchestra, like I said in the beginning here, has really stumbled upon something that nobody else is doing. We've stumbled upon a secret formula that seniors respond to in a different way than anyone maybe around the nation. I don't know, but at least with Pop Orchestra in Utah, they respond differently, because think of like you know how like science of a child, like with kids cartooning or kids educational programming and stuff like that. They've figured out scientifically what really attracts a child, what helps them learn the best, what helps them stay focused. Think of like Teletubbies or whatever that show is with like the where they don't even speak. They just are like blah 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 blah, and the child, like a baby, loves it. A baby is instantly attracted to it and understands what's going on. And from a middle-aged person, yeah, okay, we're not watching the kids shows thinking that that's awesome, because we're different in our minds. The things that attract us and entertain us, but you gotta think this out more in the way that what the seniors' mind and heart and nostalgia and the things that they desire all kind of come together with their experience, their life experience, and their experience that they have being in this home, in this place that's a little bit more public, than what they're used to for the last 40 years living in a home, regular house in a neighborhood by themselves. Now they're kind of thrown into this little bit more public type of atmosphere, and it's affecting their minds, it's affecting their emotions. And pop orchestra has learned how to come in and entertain in a way that, man, just hits to the root of that, and they love it. They love it. We've really discovered it, and I can't believe it. Like I said, I attribute it all to God. I think that God leads this. It's where God is blessing this. I'm just along for the ride. Yeah, so that's a little bit about pop orchestra. I try to hire people who want to grow with their talents, people who are really good and want to be better, but they're not having the opportunities come to them so easily from the big theaters or, big music venues and whatnot. And so I'm looking for those kinds of people. And I find them. I'm good at scouting that out, and then I make sure that they're willing and wanting to do things the pop orchestra way. They're wanting to perform the old songs, be authentic, dress to the nines, or wear the time period clothing, have that character, and just perform in what I call the pop orchestra standard. But it's really incredible. That's some things about pop orchestra, what we do. I just barely came from a new girl. Her name's Alana Bow, and she just performed for the first time. And it's always interesting seeing a first time performance because they're nervous and they have the anxiety, and then they start performing and they start feeling it. They start feeling that magic. They start feeling the reception that the senior audience gives to them, that the senior audience just loves it so much. And the thing about the senior audience is, they're not up on their feet dancing, they don't have that kind of energy, but in their heart and in their mind and in their eyes, they do, big time they do. And that's the thing to look for, and it's a completely different energy. It's a completely different, magic in the air. Anyway, so she was a little bit nervous and whatnot, and then she started, and she was amazing. She was amazing. It was all really good. The seniors loved it. They all came out to watch her, and it's just that old-fashioned flair, and I love it. It's good. It's funny. My job, one aspect about it is I go and I see people sing. I sit through shows. I sit through 1 hour shows of people singing, and it's a dream job. Don't get me wrong. That's great. I love it. I love every bit about it. It's not the only thing I do, of course. I'm constantly busy with business stuff, but when I go to the shows, it's fun to watch the show because for an hour I don't have to do anything because I'm recording with my phone. So my phone's out of my hand. I'm just fully present. I'm just fully there with the singer and with the crowd and enjoying the show. Show business, I get to enjoy the show. And that's really cool. So yeah, this new girl with her first show today happened, and I'll show you that video. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. But dig through our social media and look at everything that we've done, everything that we have to offer, who's current, you know, who's out there and who's really rising to the top and loving doing this with Pop Orchestra. Anyway, big show, July 28th at the Mid-Valley Performing Arts Center, which is right in back of me, if you can see through the window there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, the Mid-Valley Performing Arts Center, July 28th, 6:30. It's going to be a huge show. It's just a big variety, old-fashioned variety review show. So we're going to have our Sock Hop Band. We're going to have the Gatsby Gals, who are the Roaring 20 Flappers, singers, dancers. We're going to have the Disney duets. That's always awesome. Lots of Broadway. We have what I call Some Enchanted Evening, which is a Broadway duet. Then we have a lot of soloists who do various different things of old movie musicals, like the Golden Age movie musicals, Broadway, pop of the 1940s through 60s, 70s, easy listening. Anyway, we have lots of soloists. We have Rat Pack, which is the Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, jazz, you know, that crooner, big band swing. I wish that I could have my big band, the Pop Orchestra Jazz Band, come and do a review show, but that's just too much for this show because I'm already trying to pack so much into it. So you're going to have to look for another time to come and see the jazz band. But we have everything else, and like I said, minus the jazz band, we do have the singers that sing with the jazz band, so we're doing that. Like I said, we have the Rat Pack, so we do have that jazz, that swing jazz. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. July 28th, Mid-Valley Performing Arts Center. Tickets are on sale now at the link. Please go and find that link, purchase tickets. You can come in person to the box office here at Mid-Valley at any time. They're for sale here at the box office as well, and of course day of show. But to help us kind of know how much seating we have and whatnot, I want you to purchase them online so we can really track you know, how many tickets we've sold and how many seats we have. We're trying to invite a lot of the seniors from the retirement homes to come out as well. So I want to try to block off some of those front seats and floor area for wheelchairs and some seniors who don't want to climb a lot of stairs. But man, I want you to come and support this. Come and help sponsor Pop Orchestra and what we do for the senior living community, because it's wonderful. It's so good. It's got that magic, and if you want to be part of that magic, message me. Yeah, be a part of it. How can you help? How can you be a part of it? Let me know. Anyway, guys, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.